Have you ever wondered why your elderly parent suddenly seems more confused than usual? Have you noticed your grandparent complaining about being tired all the time, even after a full night's sleep? The answer might be hiding in plain sight, and it's something most families completely overlook. What seems like normal aging could be your loved one's body crying out for essential nutrients. Today, you'll discover the hidden warning signs that could save someone's health, along with practical steps to spot and address these issues before they become serious problems. Let's dive in. Understanding nutritional needs in older adults. Nutritional deficiencies in older adults are far more common than most people realize. As we age, our bodies go through significant changes that make getting proper nutrition much more challenging. Our stomachs produce less acid, making it harder to absorb certain vitamins. Our sense of taste and smell diminishes, making food less appealing. Many medications interfere with nutrient absorption, and physical limitations can make shopping and cooking difficult. What makes this situation even trickier is that the signs of nutritional deficiencies often look exactly like what we expect from aging. Fatigue, confusion, weakness, and mood changes are all dismissed as just getting older, when they could be signals that the body is missing critical nutrients. The difference between healthy aging and nutritional deficiency can be subtle, but recognizing these signs early can dramatically improve quality of life. Also, older adults need more of certain nutrients than younger people, not less. Research shows that elderly adults are less responsive to the anabolic stimulus of low doses of amino acid intake compared to younger individuals. And this lack of responsiveness can be overcome with higher levels of protein consumption. Their bodies become less efficient at absorbing vitamins and minerals, yet their calorie needs often decrease. This creates a perfect storm where they need more nutrition from fewer calories. Without proper attention to these changing needs, even well-meaning families can miss the warning signs until problems become severe. Common misconceptions about aging and nutrition. The biggest myth about older adults and nutrition is that appetite loss and weight loss are just normal parts of aging. While some changes are expected, significant changes in eating habits or unexplained weight loss should always be investigated. Another dangerous misconception is that if someone is eating 3 meals a day, they must be getting adequate nutrition. The quality and variety of those meals matter just as much as the quantity. Many people also believe that multivitamins can fix any nutritional gaps. While supplements can be helpful, they can't replace a balanced diet, and some nutrients are better absorbed from food sources. There's also this idea that older adults need to eat less because they're less active. In reality, while they may need fewer calories, their need for protein, certain vitamins, and minerals often increases with age. Finally, families often assume that if their loved one isn't complaining about feeling sick, everything must be fine. Nutritional deficiencies can develop slowly over months or years, and the symptoms can be so gradual that they're easily attributed to other causes. By the time obvious symptoms appear, the deficiency may already be quite advanced. The most overlooked warning signs. Let's talk about the signs that are hiding in plain sight. These are symptoms that families see every day, but rarely connect to nutrition problems. If you want to grab a notebook to jot these down, now's a great time because we're about to get detailed. Sudden changes in mental sharpness. One of the most overlooked signs is changes in cognitive function. If your loved one seems more forgetful than usual, has trouble concentrating, or appears confused at times, it could be a B12 deficiency. This vitamin is crucial for brain function, and deficiency is incredibly common in older adults because their stomachs produce less of the acid needed to absorb it. What looks like early dementia could be a fixable nutrition problem. Unexplained fatigue and weakness. We often expect older adults to have less energy, but persistent exhaustion isn't normal. Iron deficiency anemia is common in this age group, especially in women, and can cause overwhelming fatigue, weakness, and even shortness of breath during normal activities. The tricky part is that this tiredness develops gradually, so it's easy to miss until it becomes severe. Frequent infections or slow healing. If your loved one seems to catch every cold that goes around, or minor cuts and bruises take forever to heal, this could signal a zinc or vitamin C deficiency. These nutrients are essential for immune function and wound healing. Older adults are at higher risk for deficiencies because their appetites may be poor and they might not be eating enough fruits and vegetables. Changes in mood or depression. Vitamin D deficiency can cause depression, anxiety, and mood swings. Since older adults often spend more time indoors and may have limited sun exposure, they're at high risk for this deficiency. What seems like sadness about aging or life changes could be their body's response to missing this crucial vitamin. Unusual food cravings or loss of appetite. Strange cravings, especially for ice or starch, can indicate iron deficiency. On the flip side, a sudden loss of interest in food might mean zinc deficiency, which affects taste and smell. These changes in eating patterns are often the first signs of nutritional problems, but they're frequently overlooked because we assume older adults naturally eat less. The big five deficiencies to watch for. Based on research and clinical experience, 5 nutritional deficiencies are most common and most dangerous in older adults. Understanding these can help you spot problems early. Vitamin B12 deficiency. This is probably the most serious and overlooked deficiency in older adults. Research shows that vitamin B12 deficiency occurs frequently greater than 20% among elderly people. Those studies show varying rates from at least 6% of people who are 60 years or over to much higher rates in institutionalized elderly, where the prevalence of vitamin B12 deficiency has been reported to reach 30% to 40%. The symptoms can be devastating and include memory problems, confusion, depression, fatigue, and balance issues. The scary part is that these symptoms are often mistaken for dementia or normal aging. B12 deficiency can be detected with a simple blood test and is usually easily treated with supplements or injections. Vitamin D deficiency. Most older adults don't get enough vitamin D, especially those who live in northern climates or spend most of their time indoors. Studies show that approximately 40 to 80% of the elderly population exhibits vitamin D deficiency, with some research indicating that about 42% of people may be deficient in this vitamin, rising to 74% in older adults. The signs include frequent infections, bone pain, muscle weakness, and mood changes. Since our skin becomes less efficient at making vitamin D as we age, supplementation is often necessary. Iron deficiency. Iron deficiency is particularly common in older women and can cause severe fatigue, weakness, restless leg syndrome, and cognitive problems. The tricky thing about iron deficiency is that it can develop slowly, so people adapt to feeling tired and weak without realizing it's not normal. Regular blood tests can catch this early, and treatment can dramatically improve energy levels. Calcium deficiency. While we often think about calcium for bone health, deficiency can also cause muscle cramps, numbness in fingers and toes, and heart rhythm problems. Older adults absorb calcium less efficiently, and many avoid dairy products due to lactose intolerance. The signs can be subtle but serious, including more frequent fractures, dental problems, and muscle spasms. Protein deficiency. This one surprises many people, but protein deficiency is incredibly common in older adults. Studies show that approximately 46% of adults aged 51 and older don't meet daily protein recommendations. It can cause muscle weakness, slow wound healing, frequent infections, and swelling in the legs and feet. Many older adults don't eat enough protein because they have smaller appetites, dental problems, or difficulty preparing meat. The recommended protein intake for older adults is higher than for younger people, not lower. Foods and solutions that make a difference. Now that you know what to look for, let's talk about practical solutions. The good news is that many of these deficiencies can be addressed through smart food choices and sometimes simple supplements. For B12 deficiency, the best sources are animal products like fish, meat, eggs, and dairy. For older adults who have trouble absorbing B12 from food, fortified cereals can help, or a doctor might recommend B12 injections or high-dose supplements. Nutritional yeast is also a good source for those following plant-based diets. For vitamin D, while sunlight is the best source, older adults often need supplements. Fatty fish like salmon and sardines are excellent food sources, along with fortified milk and cereals. The key is consistency, as vitamin D builds up in the body over time. For iron deficiency, red meat is the best source, but lean poultry, fish, and beans also provide iron. Pairing iron-rich foods with vitamin C sources like citrus fruits or bell peppers helps with absorption. Cooking in cast iron pans can also add small amounts of iron to food. For calcium, dairy products are obvious choices, but many older adults can benefit from fortified plant milks, leafy greens, and canned fish, with bones like sardines. Calcium supplements should be taken with food and split into smaller doses throughout the day for better absorption. For protein, eggs are perfect because they're easy to prepare and digest. Greek yogurt, cottage cheese, and protein smoothies are also excellent options. For those with chewing difficulties, ground meats, fish, and protein powders can help meet needs. Warning signs that need immediate attention. While many nutritional deficiencies develop slowly, some symptoms require immediate medical attention. Severe confusion, sudden weakness, chest pain, or difficulty breathing should never be ignored, even if you suspect they might be nutrition-related. Rapid weight loss, persistent vomiting, or signs of dehydration also need prompt medical care. If you notice multiple signs of deficiency or if symptoms are interfering with daily activities, it's time to involve healthcare providers. Blood tests can quickly identify most nutritional deficiencies, and early treatment is always more effective than waiting until problems become severe. Also, if your loved one is taking multiple medications, it's worth discussing with their doctor how these might be affecting their nutrition. Many common medications can interfere with nutrient absorption or increase the body's needs for certain vitamins and minerals. Creating a supportive environment. Addressing nutritional deficiencies isn't just about identifying problems. It's about creating an environment that supports good nutrition long-term. This means making healthy foods easily accessible, addressing any barriers to eating well, and involving the whole family in solutions. Consider practical issues like whether your loved one can still shop for groceries safely, prepare meals, or even open containers and packages. Sometimes simple changes like pre-cutting vegetables, buying easy open containers, or arranging grocery delivery can make a huge difference in nutritional intake. Social factors matter too. Eating alone can lead to poor nutrition, so family meals, community dining programs, or meal delivery services that include social interaction can help. Many older adults eat better when food is shared and enjoyed with others. Don't forget about hydration either. Older adults often don't feel thirsty even when they're dehydrated, and many avoid drinking fluids because they worry about bathroom trips. Encouraging regular fluid intake throughout the day supports nutrient absorption and overall health. Working with healthcare providers. When you suspect nutritional deficiencies, working with the right healthcare providers is crucial. Start with your loved one's primary care doctor, who can order appropriate blood tests and rule out other medical conditions. Registered dietitians are also incredibly valuable for creating practical meal plans and addressing specific nutritional needs. Don't hesitate to ask for specific tests if you're seeing warning signs. Standard annual blood work doesn't always include tests for vitamin D, B12, or other nutrients that are commonly deficient in older adults. Being an advocate and requesting comprehensive nutritional screening can catch problems early. Keep track of symptoms, eating patterns, and any changes you notice. This information helps healthcare providers understand the full picture and make better recommendations. Photos of meals, food diaries, or even simple notes about energy levels and mood can provide valuable insights. Nutritional deficiencies in older adults are serious, common, and often completely preventable. The key is recognizing that many symptoms we attribute to normal aging are signs that the body needs better nutrition. By paying attention to these overlooked warning signs, families can help their loved ones maintain better health, energy, and quality of life well into their golden years. The most important thing to remember is that you don't have to figure this out alone. Healthcare providers, registered dietitians, and even community resources are available to help. The earlier you identify and address nutritional deficiencies, the better the outcomes will be. Now you know to spot these hidden warning signs and take action. Start by observing your loved ones more closely asking about their energy levels and how they're feeling. And don't hesitate to advocate for proper nutritional screening during medical visits. Small changes in awareness and attention can make a tremendous difference in someone's health and happiness. If you found this information helpful, please like this video and share it with someone who might need to hear this message. It could be the wake-up call that helps a family recognize and address a serious but fixable problem. Subscribe for more practical health information that can make a real difference in your family's well-being. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.